Start packing right now for my man. He about to come to the stage. Came all the way from Maryland to bless y'all. Give it up for my man Byron Brooks. What is up, Four Corners? I gotta bring my book up here because it's set brought to you by marijuana. Meet me outside after this. So how's everybody doing tonight? Good. Y'all look great. Y'all, everybody looks like they're happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. It was a lot better than I was doing this morning. Like, very first place, I wake up. Very first place I go, there's this 3-year-old standing there. Dude, they make them big now, man. Pointing at me, calling me a loser. And all I could think to myself was, damn, man. Even at the age of 3, this kid's got me figured out. But fuck that kid, right? What the hell's a 3-year-old doing in a strip club in the middle of the day anyway? Kid needs to get his life together. So I turned 42 recently. I'm starting to feel old, man. I'm starting to, get to that point where things hurt in the morning. Doctors want to stick fingers up my ass. My guy back there knows exactly what I'm talking about. But the number one thing that I'm starting to realize now as I'm getting older is when I go to the gym to work out, I stand in the locker room with other gentlemen around my age with our dicks out. And you know, I realize we've seen dicks before, right? But the staff gets so pissed off when I do that shit in the women's locker room. Let's try to hold a conversation, man. So another reason I know I'm getting old is I'm having more conversations with my neighbor. He's an older gentleman in his 80s. His wife just died recently, which is really sad. But it made me realize that, you know, some things can bring you back to life. For him, it was a boat. He didn't talk to anybody for the longest time. He was really distraught. And then one day I come home, and there's a boat sitting in his front yard. And his whole demeanor changes. He starts having friends over. He starts hanging out with his family again, talking with me more. And I started to think to myself, man, maybe I shouldn't take my life for granted, right? Because we can go at any time, right? So I started fucking a 90-year-old lady down the street. My wife's a little mad at me, but by my calculations, I should be getting a boat in no time. So glad to be. 2 years ago, there was a pandemic. So glad that shit was over. You're happy to not be wearing masks. Things are a little bit back to normal. I remember when the whole pandemic first started, the CDC would say stupid stuff on the news like, you should wear your mask during every activity. Exactly. I went home, told my wife that shit, and she was like, sex with a mask on, you barely know where to put it anyway. I looked at her and I was like, I've never known where to put it. I just kind of whip it out, wiggle it around till you put it where it's supposed to go. That's how I know all my sex has been consensual. Not me too on me. Not me too on me. But as you can tell by my wardrobe, I'm a huge heavy metal fan. Any heavy metal fans here? Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Anybody familiar with Slipknot? Yeah, Slipknot. For you guys who aren't familiar with Slipknot, they're kind of like if Crystal Meth came to life and robbed the Spirit Halloween store and then a Guitar Center. But it was a great concert, man. It was back in the day of the pandemic when you had to have your vaccine card to get into the concert. And all I could think to myself standing in line to get into that concert is like, what if I treated my vaccine card like I did condoms any time in my life? Like I'd walk up to the security and he'd be like, sir, no vaccine card, no entry. And I'd be like, but it's my first time. Be like, sir, no vaccine card, no entry. Can't I just like slip in the back door? Sir, for the last time, I'm asking you, no vaccine card, no entry. But I love you. It was a great concert, man. It was a great concert. Saw another black guy, gave him a bro nod. It was all good. Just one. It's a metal concert, man. It's me and another guy every time. And I gave him the bro nod, and for y'all don't know what the bro nod is when two black people are in a room full of white people, and we give each other a signal, which really means, you saw me here. This was the last place you've seen me. I gave Ace the bro nod 3 times since I've been here. So, let's give it up for your bartenders, waitresses, wait staff, out here doing God's work, right? But please, be careful drinking and driving. If you're drinking, please have a required. Bad stuff always happens when you're drinking. I'll give you a good example. I used to have a girlfriend. Every single night, she'd get drunk as piss. And every single night, she'd go running out of the front door of our second-story apartment, go tumbling down the stairs to the first floor, lay there for a while giggling, and then get up like nothing ever happened. Shit was crazy. And she was such a good sport about it. Never complained one time that I pushed her. Not once. She's called a team player. Man, anybody here have siblings? Anybody here with their sibling? No? No? Oh, you did? Do you remember the first time? Is your sister?
This is my sister.
Oh, nice.
That's
Cool.
her sister.
Okay. Do you remember the first time you saw your sister naked? Or are you trying to put it out of your mind? It's okay. It's a safe space. You can tell me. This is starting to sound like my Pornhub searches. But I tell you what, I remember the first time I saw my sister naked. It was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. All I could do was stand there and be like, put your clothes back on. And of course, she was mortified. She grabs all of her clothes and was running out of the building. I was so relieved. But let me tell you what, man. Everybody else in the strip club was fucking pissed at me. Fucking 3-year-old standing there calling me a loser. Kid needs to get his life together. Man, any couples here? I should say, not couples. Is there any new couples, like fresh? Oh, fresh. Like, how long have you been together?
About 2 days.
About 2 weeks. Hey, give them a hand. That's nice.
Propose right now.
So, I assume that you guys are like still in that honeymoon phase where you're sweet to each other. Like he'll say something like, I lost my keys, and you'll be like, I'll help you find them with you. We'll look for them together. Right? No. I've been married for 14 years. My wife is she still says cute things. Like, if I were to say, I lost my keys, she would say something really sweet like, what are you, fucking retarded? You just put them in the same place. When you come in the house, look, you know where the fuck they were. We're at 14 years, man. You know what sex after 14 years is like? Still good for me. Not for her, not so much. We were just having this conversation with my wife the other day after sex when she was done crying. But yeah, man, sex is different when you're that age. So I'm from the Baltimore area. Thank you. Specifically from an area named White Marsh. White Marsh is one of the whitest places in Maryland. My son goes to a school that's so white, only 2 possible bad things can happen to him, right? Either A, a school shooting, or B, some really hot teacher tries to fuck him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These teachers these days are hot, man. They're really hot. When I was coming up, my teachers used to look like Thanos with a wig on. They used to like teach during the morning and then hunt for Infinity Stones at night. It was terrible. My son, he's adjusted well to the school. He's 11 years old. He's in the 5th grade. He already has a girlfriend. It's adorable. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them because they're already talking about like we're trying to get a house and get a car and get married and all this. And I'm just really concerned for her because she's gonna be really upset when she finds out he's gay as shit. How do I know my son's gay? He's just 2023, man. Just go up and ask him. Yeah, I walked up to him the other day. I was like, Zach, my son's name is Zach. Zach, you happen to be gay, man? It's like, Dad, what's gay? I said, well, if a man likes a man or a woman likes a woman, they're considered part of the gay community. He was like, no way I could be gay, Dad. I have a girlfriend. I said, oh, you do? All right, calm down. Calm down. I'm just concerned, man, because, I don't want anybody to be homophobic towards you. It's not cool. I'm not down with that. He goes, Dad, what's homophobic? I said, take me, for instance. If I liked another man, somebody may not like that. It might be mean to me because of that situation. It's called being homophobic. This little shit looks at me right in my face and he goes, Dad, if you were gay, it wouldn't be homophobic. No one likes you anyway. Fuck you, son. That's some gay ass shit to say to me. But he's a good kid, though. I mean, who else am I going to get clean pee from to pass drug test, right? He loves that I do stand-up comedy. He tries to come up with little jokes all the time and runs up. And one day he told me the other day that he made a girl, he told a joke that was so funny, a girl in his class peed her pants. I got excited. I'm like, I do all this stuff for no reason. Hey, let me hear that joke, man. Maybe some of this is rubbing off on you. He goes, okay, Dad. Knock, knock. I say, okay, son, you better get the fuck out of here with this fucking knock, knock joke shit. I'm out here dying in front of bar shows for 7 people. This kid's out here killing for recess. I have a joke for you. You're adopted. Tell your friends that. He's a good kid, though, man. He really is. I don't let him play with stuffed animals. Not because of any type of like feminine reason or anything like that. I just had a bad relationship with a stuffed animal when I was a child. Anybody familiar with Raggedy Ann? And Andy, there we go. But Raggedy Ann specifically. I had this for me when I was that age, I was like 6 or 7, I had this life-size Raggedy Ann doll. It's about 4 feet tall. I took that doll around with me everywhere. Everywhere I went, and we were like the best friends for years. Up until I turned about 13 years old, and I fucked it. Oh, I fucked it good. I fucked it better than I fucked my wife now. I at least cuddled and talked to it afterwards, right? Me and Raggedy Ann had to end that relationship. Found out the dog was humping her too. These bitches ain't loyal, man. I'll tell you what. Man, anybody else here smoke weed? I know you do, my man. Anybody else here smoke weed?
Don't lie.
Don't lie. Just a little bit. It's all right. We have y'all have medical marijuana here in West Virginia? You do? Anybody got a card?
Yes.
Ah, yes. There we go. I got a card. Well, I'm from Maryland. I got my card a couple months ago.
Can you hook me up?
I already told you, man. After the set, parking lot, I got you. All types of stuff for you. But what they don't tell you when you go into a dispensary after you get your car is they're going to sell you the most potent shit that they possibly can and then laugh about what they did behind the counter. Like, I got this shit the other day, man. I rolled it up, I smoked it. I got so high. I started to look down in my hands. I was like, Jesus Christ, I have some huge hands. I started to come down a little bit, and I was like, no. very disappointed. Super disappointed. So, like I said, I'm from Baltimore. Glad to be here where there's a lot less shooting. All right?
Been mayor long enough.
I don't. It's like that here. It's okay. It's like that. Yeah. But
Kill a lot of deer.
I don't quite get the whole shooting thing. Like when I was coming up, we fought. Like if we had a disagreement, we had a fist fight, and when we were done with that, we were done with our issues, and we were friends, right? Right? And if you didn't want to fight, there was just certain places you avoided, like Waffle House. Y'all know Waffle House, right? It's like it's like the Walmart of 24-hour restaurants. Waffle House is like IHOP if you can buy drugs at IHOP. And there's always some type of fight going on. I walked in at 2 a.m. one time to two strippers getting in a fight over who's a better singer, Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus. I won't go tell them, right? And plus, man, I can't take my sister any fucking way. But yeah, man, Waffle House is a really tricky place.
Don't order pancakes.
Why not? Why not? What's wrong with the pancakes?
They don't make
Yeah, they do. Well, this was back in 2003. They make pancakes, right? In North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina, in 1999, they had pancakes in that bitch. but let's go. But like I said, so another place that I used to work that I never understood. One thing, I never understood the whole shooting situation either, because where I came from, what I do besides comedy is I'm a mixed martial arts coach, and I used to be a cage fighter. No drugs for you, sir. But people always expect me to fight at the drop of a hat. And I don't fight. I don't even like confrontation because I'm a pussy. It doesn't. I'll give you a good example. I used to work at this place called Radio Shack in Dundalk, Maryland. If you're not familiar with Dundalk, Maryland, it's the Waffle House of Maryland, basically. And one day I was sitting there working, and these guys came in on a snatch and grab. Of course, being around Baltimore, that's how it happens. And they come in, they kicked in the door, start grabbing stuff off the walls, grab the TV, pushed over my manager. She's on the floor, and they run out as fast as they came in. And my manager gets up and comes up to me and is like, "You used to be a cage fighter. Why didn't you help me? Why didn't you stop them?" I was like, first off, look, for $7.25 an hour, I'm not going to put my life in danger for nothing in this store. Secondly, what am I going to be mad about them for? I've been stealing from this place for a year and a half. How do you think I get to work? How do you think I get gas? Jesus Christ. So before I go, I'm going to leave you with one last joke. I've done comedy all the way from Florida to Texas to now West Virginia. And one of the coolest places that I ever did comedy in was a magic place in Baltimore, Maryland called Illusions Magic Club. Every time I walked into that place, all I could think to myself was, damn, man, how come there isn't any black magicians? Can anybody hear me name a black magician? No? Exactly. I knew you was going to say that. He's Jewish, not black. But then I started to think to myself, man, maybe black people don't need magic. Could you imagine me with magic? Like cards games would never be the same, right? Like I'd be sitting at a red light. Cops pull me over. Sir, you know why I smoked my own piece, nigga? Child support, now you see it, now you don't. I shouldn't mess with child support. Those kids need that money, right? But I just don't get why it's got to be so much all the time. Did you guys hear about this dude? Was it the basketball player? What's his name? C.J. Washington, who allegedly is paying $200,000 a month for child support. She won.
Cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her. And I just don't understand that amount because I know for a fact that you can sponsor a child in need for just 75 cents a day. It's the same as a couple of dollars. Thanks a lot, 4 points. You guys have been great. Yo, keep it up for my man Byron Brooks, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.